Good morning.
Hi.
We have come up from Pinion to a little town called Heisbronn here in Germany by train this morning, taking the bikes already inside because we're here at Ortlieb, the headquarters. This is where all the bags are made, all the products handmade in Germany. And we're going to take a look around the office, meet some of the people that work here and see, most importantly, the repair process of the bags. Now, we've been using bags from Ortlieb since 2015.
Yeah.
And well, it's currently raining, and that's usually the weather that they're best proven in. We've had a lot of adventures with our bags already, transferred from a bike touring setup to a bikepacking setup. You've probably seen in our past videos. And we're generally just really excited about the products that Ortlieb makes. So
we're gonna go see the behind the scenes, how they're made, how they're designed, how they're marketed.
Yeah.
How they're repaired mostly.
Exactly. Yeah, and you could be here to watch along. So we hope you enjoy. This is episode 4 of the factory tour. Let's go inside. So Volker, we're here at Ortlieb. Thank you so much for having us and offering us a tour around the company today. We're here at the 40-year anniversary booth, one of a few throughout the company grounds. So yeah, I guess why don't you run us through from the start to where we are now today?
Yeah, first of all, welcome. And yeah, it all started in 1982, so it's the 40 years of Ortlieb anniversary, and it started all with a bicycle tour. Hartmut was in southern England as a young guy after the school, and after another night of like a soaking wet sleeping bag, because there were no waterproof bike bags then, he was wondering like, how can you do this better? And he was like passed by a lorry, and he saw it and it was like, why everything stays dry in a lorry, which is just covered by fabric, but my bags don't. So when he went home, he just went straight to the sewing machine of his mother, bought some fabric, and started to sew the first bike bags. Just put like some really easy hooks on there and just hang it on the bike, and yeah, that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And then like step by step, you know, you realize, oh, if I like sew the bags, you make a lot of small holes in there and you have to tape them, and it's still not really waterproof, and also the material is perforated.
Yeah.
So he started to think like, how can you do that better? And then he started to incorporate this high frequency welting process to it.
Yeah.
And started to weld the first bags. And so here you have now the first welded bags, and you see the difference. So this is 83, this is 85.
Yeah.
And then from there on, the bike packer stayed in the portfolio ever since. And this is now from this year. And you see the evolution of it. It's still the same kind of bag, still the same idea behind it. And it just evolved in techniques and the technical parts, but the idea and the process is still the same.
And so what about you? Because you came in 2018, I think you started working for Ortlieb?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's been about 4 years since then? Turbulent years?
Just exactly 4 years since September.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has been quite a turbulent time. 2019 was just a really good year for us, and then the pandemic hit, and yeah, the first month of the shutdown, we also lost a lot of sales. But then afterwards, just after 1 month, it just went straight up, and cycling kicked in. People started to be a lot more outside, did more bicycle touring in their vacation, and also commuting to work. And so, yeah, for us, it was a really hard time of growth. And I really say hard time because we had to scale everything up. We had to, keep everything in production and to have all the products available. That was quite a challenging time for us.
Yeah, also because I guess you have to stick with the sustainability principles, which are quite strong for Ortlieb.
Yes, but that was actually something that played into our hands because we source a lot within Europe and within Germany. We have also all the plastic parts we use or stuff like this. That's all like short ways. Okay. So we were not depending that much on containers global, coming like from overseas or stuff like this. Yeah. So that kind of helped us a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited to see the process today of a bag coming in or a fabric coming in and then eventually churning out of the factory as a bag. So let's take a tour, shall we?
Let's start the tour and I'm going to take you throughout the factory. Nice. So now we are here where all our fabrics come into the factory. You can see all the different rolls, all the different fabrics we have. Most of them, like 70% of our fabrics we use come from Europe or even within Germany. And yeah, they're all into the factory here. We store them and then we take them out for cutting and to start the process of building a bag. We have a lot of different types of fabrics. There can be either double coated like the tarpaulin material, single coated, could be Cordura material, also our really fabric like urban material, the strong bike packing stuff. So everything comes in here and they have each a different purpose. Also, the colors change. There are some colors like the red classic
that always stays.
Roller. It will always stay. But then there are different like colors we change from time to time. Our designers always have to see like what is in the trends right now, what's fashionable and what they can use. Exactly.
I was thinking maybe Hartmut takes a stroll through the German Alps, sees a particular flower and thinks, that one, I like that color.
If Hartmut will choose the colors, they're going to be blue, red, green or whatever. Our designers, they're a little bit more specific in what they want.
All right.
And for sure, all these materials are waterproof when they come in. Yeah. And just to give you a little bit of an idea, like a tent, they will normally have up to maybe like 10,000 millimeters of water column on top of it. Yeah. A rain jacket is like up to 30,000. For us, every fabric has to be about like 100,000 millimeters of water column on top. Yeah. And for us, this is possible because they don't have to be breathable. Right. They just are plain waterproof.
Yeah, it's not like someone is sweating in them.
So the material is always completely waterproof. The only thing that defines how waterproof a bag is the closing. So either if it's a roll top, if it's a lid, or if it has a waterproof zipper. So this gives you a hint on how waterproof a bag can be. So now we're here for cutting our material. There are 3 different types of cutting our material. Either with a laser, the second one is to punch it with like cutting knives, or as you can see here, we have our water jet where it's cut with 200 bars of water pressure, and it can cut through like 10 to 16 layers of material. Incredible. And they're really precise. Yeah. So they're fully automatically cut in the sizes we need then to weld our bags. Yeah, so now we see all our cutting knives for our punch press. So these cutting knives are used to punch out the cuts out of the material.
The different shapes.
Yeah, different shapes for different parts of the material. And yeah, you can punch always a certain amount of fabric layers at a time.
Yeah.
They use like some tons of pressure and they're punched out smoothly and really precise. So here we are now at our customer service. So all the parcels now, it's high season, they're coming in.
Yeah.
They are unpacked and they come like in those cradles. We put like for each bag we repair one cradle. Then it comes in, they're all registered. And then it's the magic of Daniel.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna repair all our bags.
The top repairer.
Yes, this is Daniel and we can now see how he's gonna repair one of our bags that was sent in.
Fantastic. Let's go for it. So while he's repairing this bag, can you just quickly run me through what it's like as a client? You bought an Ortlieb bag, you use it for a little while, it breaks because of something, maybe a crash or maybe wear and tear. What is the procedure with repairing at Ortlieb?
Well, there are, I would say, 3 different ways. Either it's within a 5-year warranty, and then it's just really easy. You just contact our customer service via our website.
Yeah.
You send in the bag and it's either going to be replaced or repaired, whatever works best for you as a client.
Yeah.
If it's wear and tear, which is usually for punctures or little holes and stuff like this, then you just send it in. You will get an offer how much it is to repair it, which are quite moderate prices.
Yeah.
And then it's repaired and sent back to you.
Yeah. And you pay for the shipment, for one of the shipments?
Yeah, you only pay one amount for the whole shipment back to you and from you.
Okay.
And then the other thing is you have a product which is, let's say, like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And you can just always send it in and it's going to be repaired. We have all spare parts at least 10 years after the end of production of a product. We keep
really
them always
detail.
in stock.
Yeah.
And then we have some bags that are just really widely used, like the bag roller.
Yeah.
They come in here, they're like 20 years old and they still can be repaired.
Right.
And sometimes it's
like this one, no?
Yeah, sometimes it's quite costly actually to repair it, like because the bag maybe just was like 40 euros.
Yeah.
Now you have like 2 small holes and stuff, and the repair would be like 20 euros.
Yeah.
So we contact them and say, hey, the bag is just like 40 euros, it's 20 euros to repair it.
Yeah.
But the people insist. This bag has been with me in like 40 countries in the world. I want to have this bag, and please repair it.
Yeah.
And so, then Daniel just works his magic and repairs it again. And it's good to go. And that's like our take on sustainability is just to prolong the life of the product. Use it as long as possible.
So Volker, we also got a chance to sit down with you here in this nice camera room. This is where you shoot all the product promotion?
Yes, it's the main video room, we say it, here in the building. I think the building where all the normal offices are, like marketing, sales and product management. So one of the rooms is here. Yeah. And it is mainly for our how-to videos and our preview videos, where we really need for all the people around to show a little bit moving pictures. To make it more clear.
Yeah. How to use the products. You're holding something in hand.
Yeah, that's a little story because it's a frame pack, a smaller one of our top tube version, which is very successful. And before we only have the longer version, which fits for the L and XL sizes of frames. But I mean, we know each other a long time, right? And Belen and you had
there's a small Spanish girl involved.
And there's also a lot of feedback we got from you. And one of the feedback was, I don't like this big bag because it's not fitting in my frame. And Belen was asking so much, and then we said, okay, now it's time really to start another size. So.
I also want to bike pack.
Yeah, so therefore we made this one with the zipper and of course with our roll closure system.
Yeah.
So this is one of our new products for next January.
Right, and this is part of the bikepacking lineup because just to go back a little bit, when first of all, since when have you been with Ortlieb?
I'm now 5.5 years with Ortlieb.
And you've been overseeing which product lineups?
Yeah, I'm product manager for the backpacks.
Right.
That's so the main category.
Yeah.
But I'm starting also to take over for the responsibility for the bike packing line. So frame packs, seat packs, handlebar packs, all this in this context.
Yeah.
Because of course I'm a really passionate packer as well, and so it was my job the last years to also fresh up this line and also to be more innovative. So the QR versions are my favorite products. So handlebar pack QR and seat pack QR, because I don't know how many test kilometers I drive these bags and take input and back and forth and so on. So it was a lot of work, more than other bike bags here, because of the complicated or more technical connecting systems.
Right. Yeah. And maybe some of the welding things that have to be put in place to keep up with the demanding life of bikepackers.
Yeah.
What is the main difference, would you say, between the touring bags, so to say, like the legacy Ortlieb bags that everyone knows, and the bikepacking products? Are there any main big differences, maybe in terms of fabrics or things that you implement for different user cases?
I mean, the main difference from my perspective is the way how to go from A to B.
Yeah.
I mean, which kind of bike you take, which average speed you will have. So I would say the touring line or the touring target group is more I have everything with me. I have also things to cook. I have a bigger tent. I have more comfort in my journey, and I have more time to go from A to B. And I will take roads which are maybe not so technical. And for bikepacking, I think they are smaller volume, and they are mounted directly to the bike. So there is no racks included, no front racks, no rear racks. So it's more lightweight equipment, and of course more minimalism, because you have not so much volume. And the effect of the bag and the weight of what you're carrying with your bags to your maneuver or how to handle it. So especially for mountain bikers or for gravel rides, it's much easier to do it with the bikepacking, because it's more in the center of the gravity and the weight is better balanced on the bike. So all the people who like to ride more sportive, quicker from A to B, they will use bikepacking bags instead of touring. But I can say for the next year we also like to do it not like a category 1 and category B. There already starts to mix the bags together. So it's a way how everyone individual set up. I mean, you are the best example. No, you mix it already the last journeys, right?
Yeah.
And you said, okay, I need my equipment there on this place on the bike, so you will choose the best bag, and doesn't matter is it a touring product or it is a bikepacking product.
Right.
And I think this is the future. It will go a little bit hybrid or comes together, these categories.
Yeah.
And now we have a bigger variety of choices of different bags. Depends on the customer.
Right. Yeah. One other product that I'm particularly excited for is the fuel pack that you've announced. The little baggie that goes on top of the top tube. How close is it to being final? is also for 2023, right?
Yes, this is one of our other new products.
Yeah.
Fuel pack is, I mean, we already have a bag on this position. It's called cockpit pack.
Yeah.
So we will replace it.
Right. Magnetic closure.
Magnetic closure. So the lid construction is the main difference. But also we work on how to fix it on the bike, because we are the specialists. I mean, our panniers, looking from the shape of the bag, similar to other bags. There's not so big difference, but the main difference is, of course, how to connect it. So the quick lock system, we call it quick lock system for the panniers. So the hook system is Ortlieb style, is special, is patented, and this is the way where we already think different, and to make it more comfort when you use it, so it's more handy. And the stability is also very, very important.
Yeah.
And this is also for the fuel pack. There we do a new strap system to fix it. So the fuel pack doesn't need anymore a strap around the steering tube.
Yeah.
So it's easier to open the lid without disturbing extra webbing around there.
Well, it's obvious that you really think about how you implement the product and what it's designed to do. And we really like that about Ortlieb. So I'm excited to see what's under your reign coming out of the factory in the years to follow. So we've now had the fabric coming in, other parts coming in, fabric getting cut. Where are we now?
So now we are at the final assembly of the bags.
Yeah.
We don't show our welding process because this is still the secret of Ortlieb.
The secret sauce. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's where the magic happens. And yeah, now we can see our bag rollers here. They get now the quick lock system screwed onto them.
Yeah.
They get all the small webbing parts on them.
Yeah.
The closures, the buckles, everything happens here. And then at the last point, they are just packed into the bags, come into these big boxes, and then they go straight to our warehouse.
Yeah.
And they're ready for shipping. Yeah, so now we are in our big warehouse where all the bags are stored. That's where every bag that is produced arrives. And yeah, we have here about 4,000 storage spaces for those boxes. And yeah, that's where they leave our factory. That's where they are shipped to the dealers, to the customers. And yeah, every 12 days, all the stock is renewed, more or less. That's
every 12?
Yeah, that's the pace.
Wow.
And that's the good thing about producing here, because they're never out of stock for a long time.
Yeah.
So there's constantly flow of products.
I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned today about Ortlieb, is that because everything is so in-house, everything is here on the ground, you can make things really efficient. And I guess the 12-day refresh therefore is quite easy to handle, if I may say so.
Yeah, and you don't have to keep like those high stock rates.
Right.
So you can have you produce like on time what you need.
Depending on demand.
And so the availability is always within some days.
Yeah.
It's really good for our dealers and customers.
So, well, let's say au revoir to the next batch of products.
Yeah, they're gonna leave the door over there, and hopefully they find a happy customer.
Have a good journey, guys. 12 days, amazing. So there you have it. That is the Ortlieb factory tour. Episode 4 is a wrap, and we are gonna go to the train station now. Volker is kindly gonna assist us to the train station to catch one more train to one more episode, but that's for the next time. For now, we really hope you enjoyed this factory tour. It's been a very special one for us. Thanks, Volker, for your assistance today.
You're welcome.
Touring us around. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, thank you for being here. I hope we could show you a bit of our company and what it means to have like 100% made in Germany, that everything is under one roof, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, sure we did.
Yeah.
So let's go catch that train and see you next time.